Continue to promote a demonstrably false narrative is alarming. The findings of the special counsel conclusively refute your past and present assertions and have exposed you as having abused your position to knowingly promote false information, having damaged the integrity of this committee and undermined the faith in the United States government and its institutions. Your actions, both past and present, are incompatible with your duty as chairman of this committee, which alone in the House of Representatives has the obligation and authority to provide effective oversight of the U.S. intelligence community. As such, we have no faith in your ability to discharge your duties in a manner consistent with your constitutional responsibility and urge your immediate resignation as chairman of the committee. Mr. Chairman, this letter is signed by all 9 members of the Republican side of the House, of the committee, and I ask unanimous consent to be entered into the record of today's hearing. I yield back.
Without objection, I'm going to turn to our witnesses who are the subject of the hearing today, but before I do, and as you have chosen, instead of addressing the hearing to simply attack me, consistent with the President's attacks, I do want to respond in this way. My colleagues may think it's okay that the Russians offered dirt on a Democratic candidate for president as part of what was described as the Russian government's effort to help the Trump campaign. You might think that's okay. My colleagues might think it's okay that when that was offered to the son of the president, who had a pivotal role in the campaign, that the president's son did not call the FBI. He did not adamantly refuse that foreign help. No, instead, that son said that he would love the help of the Russians. You might think it's okay that he took that meeting. You might think it's okay that Paul Manafort, the campaign chair, someone with great experience in running campaigns, also took that meeting. You might think it's okay that the president's son-in-law also took that meeting. You might think it's okay that they concealed it from the public. You might think it's okay that their only disappointment after that meeting was that the dirt they received on Hillary Clinton wasn't better. You might think that's okay. You might think it's okay that when it was discovered a year later that they lied about that meeting and said it was about adoptions. You might think it's okay that the president is reported to have helped dictate that lie. You might think that's okay. I don't. You might think it's okay that the campaign chairman of a presidential campaign would offer information about that campaign to a Russian oligarch in exchange for money or debt forgiveness. You might think that's okay. I don't. You might think it's okay that that campaign chairman offered polling data, campaign polling data to someone linked.
The halls of Congress echoed with tension. Representative Adam Schiff, a central figure in the impeachment inquiries, found himself in the eye of a political storm. Republicans, led by the firebrand Jim Jordan, launched a blistering attack, accusing Schiff of misleading the American people. The hearing room crackled with animosity, the air thick with accusations and counter-accusations. At the heart of the maelstrom stood Schiff, his face a mask of determination as he prepared to defend his actions and his reputation. The hearing room was packed. Reporters scribbled furiously, cameras flashed, and the weight of the nation's attention seemed to press down on the proceedings. This was not just another partisan squabble, it was a battle for the soul of American democracy. A clash of ideologies that exposed the raw nerves of a deeply divided nation. Jordan, his voice booming with righteous anger, accused Schiff of peddling falsehoods and undermining the very foundations of American democracy. He pointed to Schiff's past statements, alleging that the California Democrat had willfully misled the public in his pursuit of partisan goals. The charges were serious, the implications profound. Republicans demanded Schiff's resignation. They argued that his continued presence on the Intelligence Committee threatened the integrity of the institution, casting a shadow of doubt over its findings. The calls for accountability grew louder, fueled by conservative media outlets and amplified by a chorus of voices on social media. Schiff, however, remained undeterred. With characteristic composure, he delivered a point-by-point rebuttal, refuting the accusations leveled against him. This was not about politics, he insisted, but about principle. It was about defending the Constitution, upholding the rule of law, and holding those in power accountable for their actions. He spoke of ethics, of morality, of the sacred duty to protect the nation from abuses of power. His words resonated with Democrats who saw him as a courageous defender of democratic values in the face of an unrelenting assault. The hearing became a microcosm of the larger political landscape, a battleground where the future of American democracy hung in the balance. Section 4. Cruz adds fuel to the fire, a chorus of condemnation. Senator Ted Cruz, a staunch Republican, added his voice to the chorus of condemnation. While not directly involved in the hearing, Cruz's public statements echoed the sentiments expressed by Jordan and other Republicans. He accused Schiff of orchestrating a partisan witch hunt, undermining the presidency, and sowing discord among the American people. Cruz's intervention further inflamed the situation, drawing a sharp rebuke from Democrats who accused him of grandstanding and exploiting the situation for political gain. The lines were drawn, the battle lines hardened. Section 5. A Nation Divided, the Fallout from a Congressional Showdown. The hearing concluded with no clear resolution. Republicans remained unconvinced by Schiff's defense, their calls for his resignation undeterred. Democrats, meanwhile, rallied behind their embattled colleague, praising his courage and integrity. The partisan divide, already a chasm, had widened into an unbridgeable gulf. The implications of the hearing extended far beyond the halls of Congress. It eroded public trust in government, fueled cynicism and disillusionment, and deepened the sense of polarization that gripped the nation. The battle for the